So we're going to need some golf shoes for this muck. Mayor Bill de Blasio wants to tear down a statue of Thomas Jefferson in New York City. Now, anybody with a functioning brain could have told you that these people were never going to stop at the Confederate statues like Robert E. Lee. Their ultimate goal is to destroy America as a whole, and by doing that, destroy American history. So naturally, the founding fathers were on the chopping block for these lunatics. And this Thomas Jefferson statue teardown really bothers me a lot due to the fact that I think this is the most important and significant American hero that we have. And I just want to run through some of the great things that Thomas Jefferson did instead of focusing on just his flaws. So let's begin with the simple fact that Thomas Jefferson is the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. He damn near wrote the whole thing. Now, me personally, I find the Declaration of Independence to be the most important document ever written in the world. And that this man pretty much wrote the whole thing. And on top of writing that, he actually put his name on it. In doing so, he forfeited his own life. King George III, if we would have lost the Revolutionary War, Jefferson would have been hung with the other 55 members that signed it. He was the American president from 1801 to 1809. And in 1802 or 03, I can't remember which year, he signed the Louisiana Purchase, which doubled Americans' land holdings. He founded the University of Virginia. He was the one that stopped the Atlantic slave trade into the United States. Even though he owned slaves, and you can spew that as much times as you want at me, it still will not matter. You cannot hold people like Thomas Jefferson to the same moral standards that we live by today. It's just not possible. The world was a different place over 250 years ago than it is today. So you can't hold him to those same standards. I believe that Jefferson is the most important historical American figure that we have. And a lot of it has to do with the signing and writing of the Declaration of Independence, the Purchase, the Louisiana Purchase. There is no American alive today that can hold a candle to this man's greatness. In fact, I am wagering that you could combine every American and every achievement down to the invention of Facebook and the internet. You could put them all together and they still would not level this man's greatness and what he has done for this country and this nation and the American people. And for people like Bill de Blasio to try to tear down his legacy for his own little vanity, to try to bolster himself. You know, in fact, let's go ahead and talk about Bill de Blasio's fucking legacy and the great things that he's done for this nation and his city. Well, he did one time paint Black Lives Matter in front of Trump Tower in big, hideous yellow letters. Great job, Bill. You really stuck it to 45 and the conservatives with that one. Well, what else did he do? Oh, he was giving away free cheeseburgers to anybody that got vaccinated. What a true American patriot you are. What else did this guy do? Oh, he had that brand new Keys to New York City vaccines. What an American red-blooded patriot you are. Telling American citizens that if they don't get the vaccine, they can't enjoy New York commerce. Just amazing, the heroism in that. You know what? You deserve your own statue right next to Thomas Jefferson for all the courageous and brave things you've done. You piece of shit. All you've done was waddled around New York City, stealing it and eating cheeseburgers, trying to diminish the greatness of just a historic treasure like Thomas Jefferson. You have done nothing for this country, nor will you ever. Just because you're the mayor doesn't mean you will be remembered. People like you, Nancy Pelosi, Maxine Waters, Gavin Newsom, Joe Biden, people like you will fall into political obscurity to never be thought of again when you're gone. And you know, I'm not taking away that from myself either. I'm just going to fall into obscurity to never be talked about again. And my memory and the memory of me will be gone forever. But the memory of Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, these people will live forever while you fall into obscurity. These are men that would smash their hands into the mud and give up their own life in the pursuit of freedom so we can all drink the sweet nectar of liberty. You have no right to diminish this man's legacy. You do not know how to create. All you do is know how to destroy. That's how weak men operate. They want to destroy what they can't create. And Americans, red-blooded Americans like myself, will not allow you. You absolute coward. Let's protect the memory of our forefathers and our American heroes so they may live for generations to come, and stop these radical idiots from tearing down statues of great men. Like, share, comment, subscribe.